Hello Wargamers and welcome to another Ultimate General Civil War with me, Bubblebox, and today we are back on Gettysburg. It's the second video on the Battle of Gettysburg. We're still on day one. I think there's 3 or 4 days leading on from the video. I know I haven't put a video on Ultimate General for quite a long time now. Well, a long time. I say about a week, 10 days, because I've been playing a lot of Steel Division. But we're going to be getting back to the old games as well. This one, Band of Brothers, and of course War Game very soon. But I'm still, I have to say, I'm a little bit addicted to Steel Division at the moment, and I haven't got that many hours in the day that I can play games. Got other things going on, of course. So we're back, and I had a problem with Ultimate General, unfortunately, in that, just so that you know where I am in the game, I had to clear out some space on my hard drive because it was basically full. So I threw a load of what I thought was old stuff off, and yes, you can guess what's coming next. I threw a load of the videos that I'd pre-recorded on the Gettysburg battle in Ultimate General, threw them out, so I had to play Gettysburg again because I had like four made already, because I want new Steel Division was coming out and I knew I was going to play that game to death. So I did make some videos in advance and I threw them all out. Can you believe it? What an idiot. So I've had to play Gettysburg again, but I've kind of tried to play it. The first part I've played, because I've already shown the first video for Gettysburg. You can check that out. It's the one previous to this one. Just shows the start of the battle and with the enemy attacking from this side over here. And we're holding the ridge. I'll just click to continue real quick. Well, it's just showing us what's happening next. I'll just go through this quickly first. So more brigades of your army arrive. Quickly secure the ridges. Okay, so we did need reinforcements. We're getting pushed quite hard. Additional Confederate divisions approach from the west. It seems that the army of General Lee is massing to attack us. Okay, so I can pause now and I can move around the map just to show you where we are in this battle. So basically I'm holding on to all the ridges at the moment, but we're being pressed quite hard, and because I've already played this battle, I know we're going to be swamped from this direction, from the west, and also from the north. This is Gettysburg down here. We're going to get attacked down there, and I know that it's going to bring huge numbers of units, so we're just going to hold position here and yeah, carry on on the first. We're still on the first day, holding McPherson's Ridge. We've got some nice divisions on there. We're holding Oak Ridge in the north, and we're holding Seminary Ridge in the south as well. Oh, good. So we've got some reinforcements. So we've got some cavalry, which we're going to be using for counter-charging. We've got these guys that we want to run up. This is Aquia. Get him as close as we can, and we're going to get Edwards. Actually, I think we're going to send him. We're going to run him, and we're going to send him up to the north part of the ridge, which is kind of the weakest point at the moment. We've got Sperry, we've got BT, we've got some more guns which we're going to put up on the ridge here to support across this open ground. So, a little bit loud for me to hear, so I'll just turn it down a bit. So basically we've got Hubbard here, pounding Brockenbauer. We've got some nice cover, and we've also got some skirmishes on his flank, just doing him a little bit of damage. Now I did lose one cavalry squad, because I was basically sent them behind enemy lines to hassle the guns. I'm not going to do that with this. Where is it? This cavalry unit here. I'm going to use this cavalry unit for counter-charging. So if they charge my units, I can use these to counter-charge and try to push them back. Now we've got the Iron Brigade, who I believe are in light cover at the moment. I prefer them in heavy cover, but they are shooting at our unit in open, so I think I'll leave them there. Oh, Davis is charging. So hopefully these skirmishers will pull back automatically, which they do. So skirmishers do that. I like skirmishers because they do that. I'll bring these guys forward in this cover of the building as well, just a little bit. We have got some cavalry on this side as well, which we're going to try to sort of harass Davis on the flank a little bit. And we've got Edwards coming up. And Edwards we're going to put in this defensive position in the north here. Also got BT, we need more guns. We've only got one small set of guns at the moment. These have got 600 units and 24 guns. What guns have we got in this one? They are the 12-pounder Napoleon, so they're good medium-range artillery, which we're going to be sticking on the ridge. We could take them even further forward, but oh, actually, this one, well, it's running out of ammo, but it's only 3 guns. It's not doing a lot of damage, to be honest. We're going to try to hit. Oh, I was going to say hit from the flank with. Yeah, but we don't need to now because they've gone back, and I'm going to put Iron Brigade a little bit in deeper cover here. just tempt the enemy to come forward a little bit. I could put them in this defensive position, but then they're not firing on this central area, so I can always put them back into there a little bit later. So we've got our melee Aquia up here now as well. He's actually quite good, so I'm wondering whether just to pull him forward into the centre here. He might be able to get shots on the enemy. We'll pull him into here anyway. We'll keep our cavalry back a little bit. These cavalry, I believe, have got, yeah, they've got cutlasses, so they're going to be really good for counter-charging. So BT's getting set up. Hopefully the Iron, yeah, you can see now the Iron Brigade isn't actually engaging, I don't think. So we do need them actually a little bit closer. I want to try and keep them in as much cover as possible. Put our cavalry up. We'll send our, oh, and here we have some more units approaching. So we have got Edwards into position now. I think that's everyone up on the front lines, yeah. So it's a matter of kind of holding the line at the moment, because the enemy are going to get more and more and more units in this battle. Now I could try to, actually, is there no one in, let's get Aquia around here and try and get him into this defensive position, which would be really good for holding up the enemy. Make sure my generals are in a nice position to support their units. I think they are, kind of. Yeah, the Iron Brigade's still not engaging, so I am actually going to put him into lighter cover just so that they can take some shots and get some firepower onto these enemy. And we're going to get Aquia up here. I hope he doesn't get flank attacked, but we're going to get him up into this defensive position. It's a little bit risky. It does expose him a little bit at the front, but I think in the long term it's going to work out. BT's opening up now. I know he's a bit long range, but we could bring him really close up onto the ridge, but with the enemy bearing down on us quite soon, I don't want to have to pull him back, so we'll just leave him there. So as the Iron Brigade, yeah, they kind of can't quite get themselves into a position. I'm just going to leave them. Yeah, I'm going to pull them back. I'm going to just leave them, and we're going to use them as a reserve. Oh, hello, and we've got our cavalry around the back. We can actually try to attack the enemy from the back as some of their units. Oh, in fact, we're going to go and hassle their guns. So we're going to hassle their guns. It's going to cause their guns to keep moving around. So we're going to go behind these trees. Some of their units there leaving the field. They've had enough. I'm not sure which brigade that was. So Aquia has now got himself into quite a nice position, which means we can probably, and we can bring Berry forward into this forward position and bring Hubbard, and we've managed to actually push them back on this Seminary Ridge. No, this is McPherson's Ridge. Yeah, I'll get used to these names soon. So holding actually a lot better. I'm doing a lot better than I did last time, in fact. So we're going to keep hassling their guns. He can't be seen in a moment, so we're going to sneak right along the back here and try to hit their guns from behind, just to stop their guns more than anything from firing upon us. Now some of these units aren't our core units, so I don't really care if they die, but our main brigades I do care. We need to hold on to those throughout the campaign. We're going to get our cavalry probably up to the centre here to counter any charges. These guys are actually out of ammo, but I'm just going to leave them there for now. So Hubbard's got himself into a decent defensive position in the trees on that side. I'm tempted to bring forward some guns. We've still got 32. Should we bring BT forward into the centre here and do them some damage? Let's try it. Let's bring him forward. And we might put Khalif a bit forward over here as well. Get our guns into a better position. We should still have 15. The timer on the top right here, you can see we've got 30, just 29 minutes to hold out. In game time, that is. That's not, sorry, in battle time, not in game time. We'll go a little bit quicker than that. So in the meantime, we have got our cavalry up here now, so we're going to bring these down through the trees and see if we can do some damage to their... Actually, we'll bring them through into this little compound here. Skirmishers are holding Thomas back. And we are actually running a little bit low on ammo. Who's running low on ammo? Is it just the skirmishers? I think it's just the skirmishers that are running low on ammo. I think this guy, yeah, he's still got plenty of supply. Unfortunately, we haven't got our ammo supply on the board yet. Hopefully we haven't got... So that means we haven't got all of one core yet. But BT is now getting in position, so he's going to be able to lay down... Let's pull our horses just so that he can unlimber properly. He's going to be able to hopefully lay down some canister fire into lane. And hopefully Khalif's a little bit closer. I don't know if he's close enough for canister fire, but he's close enough to do a little bit more damage. And our cavalry, I don't know why they're pulling back. Let's just bring them forward. See if we can find their cavalry over here. Sorry, their artillery over here. Should be able to spot them really shortly, and we can do a little bit of an attack. Again, I'm not too worried about... There they are. About getting these guys destroyed, as long as we do them a lot of damage. And let's just charge in there. We're getting some counter battery from this side, but this is distracting their artillery from hitting us all the time, which is what I want. We've got these skirmishers down here. I could send these... No. Skirmishing artillery doesn't work as well as hitting them with cavalry because you don't really like get stuck in, basically. So these cavalry are just like rifles, so they're not the best at meleeing, but they will keep their cavalry busy their artillery busy for a little bit. Oh, we've got a unit wounded, unfortunately. One of our leaders got wounded, so he's kind of going to be out of the battle. Still got a full cavalry brigade here. And they've got 9 minutes to hold out before the next phase of the battle. So these battles tend to go in phases, and we're in, I think, the second phase of this one. I think this battle's going to last 3. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4. I think it might have even been 4 days. One of the biggest, not the bloodiest, but one of the biggest battles in the American Civil War. So Appler's holding out quite well, doing a lot of damage, I hope. Yeah, oh, actually, he's taking more deaths than he's doing, but again, it's all about delaying the enemy in this particular battle, holding them back as long as we possibly can. So 3 minutes to hold out. We have lost this cavalry brigade. You might think that was a bit wasteful, but I really just want to hold up the enemy, stop the artillery. So now you can see the artillery's back, hitting us again. I could send my skirmishers across. I'm going to send these skirmishers across just to... oh, hold on. More of our brigades deploy. Okay, so we've got some more reinforcements. This hopefully is the rest of one corps, and we'll have some ammo trucks with this. Good news, the rest of our corps reinforcements have just arrived. We expect more troops late in the evening, so we have to hold the ridges today with what we have. Okay. But... the really bad news is that more Confederate forces are coming from the north. And this is the big attack. And northeast. They are divisions of Ewell's Corps, and they threaten to flank our army. So what I'm actually going to do... I've said I'm going to send these skirmishers over there. I'm actually going to send them over here. Check out on Ewell's army coming down this road. He'll come down this road over here, come through this area, and they will flank us, and they will try to attack Gettysburg over here. Now my skirmishers are pulling back here, but we're just going to hold this position. We're not going to try to go too mad holding the north of the ridge. They can just keep skirmishing and pulling back as and when they need to. Now if I think I've got another little set of skirmishers here. Yeah, these guys can actually go over to here, just to check out on Ewell and what he's doing, and these guys can actually go over here, and they're going to go into that defensive position. Now I haven't got a lot of reinforcements, just some guns, but we're going to get them up and put them on the ridge over here to support us. Good stuff. And also that contains Rude. Now Rude is a really powerful unit. He has got, let's have a look. He's got these 24-pounder howitzers, which are devastating up close, absolutely devastating. So we're going to get these skirmishers just to sit in this tree line for a second, just to watch for any enemy coming down the road. We're still actually holding McPherson's Ridge, which I don't think I managed to do in my last playthrough, so this is really good, and it might be worth just getting Hubbard repositioned so that he can engage almost into the side of Scales. And BT up here as well is going to be firing canister all the time into these units. So let's get our skirmishers up into position to check out where the enemy's coming from, and these guys as well. These guys are keeping an eye on the northern part of the ridge. And we'll soon have our guns in position. Let's just position these guys from where I want them. Probably want them firing right over that open ground, so we'll put a unit set in the middle of this town here in cover, and we'll put a set just behind in cover in these trees. And with the supply wagon, who's running out of supply? He needs some supply over there, but our guns are going to need supply, I expect. No one's flashing for ammo, so we'll send that over to supply these skirmishers first of all. Okay. So we've got 1 hour of 6 minutes of the battle to hold until the next phase. We're going to hold McPherson's Ridge, we're going to hold Oak Ridge, Seminary Ridge and Cemetery Ridge as well, which we should be able to do without any problems. So it looks like Hereth has had to withdraw because he's lost morale, but he will recover and come back. We've had another unit wounded, another one of our leaders has been wounded, and these leaders do bring benefits to your brigade, so when they do get wounded then you lose a little bit of efficiency in one area or another. These guys actually need ammo as well, and we're going to send these skirmishers, well actually we'll send these skirmishers across over here, we can pick up some ammo and then we can set them somewhere, so just watch out for these big armies that are going to be bearing down on us quite soon. But I'm really happy that we're actually holding McPherson's Ridge, and we've got a lot of units on here, and it's looking pretty solid. We are getting hit by their artillery. It'd be nice to actually... I'm tempted to use my cavalry. I think I'd rather use the cavalry for counter-charging though. I'm going to actually send my cavalry around the back, try to do some damage to their artillery. It might be a mistake, because these cavalry are going to be invaluable later on in the game. Okay. So our guns, once our guns are in position, we can bring down more hurt onto these enemy in these open positions. Ammo trucks heading up, skirmishers heading up. We're going to get some ammo from over there, then they're going to set themselves into a defensive position. Okay, you can see the red bar at the top. That's gone up significantly now. That means that the enemy have brought in a bunch more units. So this will be Ewell's army and the other army that's coming from the northwest. But holding this area down here and keeping them back and delaying them is helping us a lot. So we're going to just give some supply here. This guy is probably... we haven't got any other defensive positions. He just needs to go and pick up some supply. In fact, we can put him in this compound here. He can keep an eye out on this area a little bit. Okay. So it's still holding. So now these guns are in position. We're shooting across into Davis, and this guy's shooting across, is he? Oh, he's not actually engaging, so we need him a little bit closer. So Gamble's getting resupply, is he? Where's his supply button? Oh, I need to get rid of that, don't I? Yeah, there. So he's getting resupplied, as you can see. Caliph firing down on Davis. Davis probably getting quite a lot of hurt from these artillery, and hopefully Rude still not close enough. Should we bring him a little bit? He might open up in a minute. Oh, he's still not opening up, really? That's strange. I'm going to bring him right up to this ridge then. Actually, our artillery here soon going to need ammo. We've only got one ammo truck. So, are you being resupplied as well? This guy is being resupplied. This guy is being resupplied. And we probably actually want to save a lot of our supply for our artillery. So I think we'll bring it back now. They've got enough to be getting on with. So we'll bring some back now. We're going to need to bring some supply up for Beatty here. He's getting really low actually. I mean actually if I got Rude up here he'd do some serious damage with his howitzers, but I'll leave him back there. We don't want to push our luck, and you can see the enemy now have got huge numbers onto the field somewhere, and they're all basically flooding from this direction and from this direction in the north. We're outnumbered about 2 to 1 at the moment, and the enemy will make themselves apparent. Now I've got my cavalry here, so we're going to just do a little bit of an attack onto their artillery, just to disrupt them a little bit. Everyone else is being held back quite well. But we need some resupply for BT really quickly. So let's concentrate on using these... where's my cavalry gone? Using these cavalry to... in fact, those... I got them a little bit too close without charging, so those guns are turning, so we're going to pull them back. So at least it's made them turn around, so we'll just hide ourselves for a second. These other guns have been forced to turn, so every time he goes up and attacks, and we didn't lose any units I don't think there, they'll be forced to turn and engage him. Right, so let's pause for a second. We have Ewell's army bearing down. We've got some guns there, and Avery. We've got our skirmishers in position. We've also got some units coming down here, doles. So we're going to need to make sure we don't get flanked. Now, I'm going to put these skirmishers down in the town here. In fact, I'm going to put them in this defensive position, and we're going to bring these skirmishers back, and we'll defend a little bit behind the river. I think it's probably better than being in front of the river. Yeah, get those skirmishers in there just to hold doles back. Bring our resupply back. Yeah, we'll keep the Iron Brigade there. I'm thinking about just bringing the Iron Brigade. These aren't too much of a problem because they're going to be quite out of condition. I'm thinking about bringing the Iron Brigade back to start setting up defences. In fact, I'll do that. We'll start bringing the Iron Brigade back. I'm going to walk them because I want to keep them in good condition. Now Rude's opening up on this open ground, so he's going to help out as well. They're not going to be able to charge with Rude and Caliph there to counter battery them. So we'll bring the Iron Brigade back, and we'll keep trying to hold on to these ridges as much as we can. Now I imagine they're going to bring a lot of units down here. They will start charging quite soon as well. Oh, it looks like Doles is actually going over to this right hand side. Now our skirmishers should open up on these units who are unlimbering now, getting ready to attack. We'll make sure these don't get fired on. We'll bring them around in a little bit of an arch. There we go. Okay, so we are bringing the Iron Brigade across. Not too worried. Oh, hold on. I say I'm not too worried, but just having a look at this, Aquia has broken, which is a bit of a shame. And we're running out of ammo here, so we really need this ammo truck over on this ridge, or we're going to lose the ridge. Because once you run out of ammo, all your units start firing really slowly. I mean, really slowly. Okay, so have we got a charge going on here? Yeah, we're going to need to break these out of this position because skirmishers in defensive positions don't fall back. Whereas they do if they're in a more free position. So we're actually going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to pull right back here, I think, and get these. Where should we put the Iron Brigade? Should we put them in a delaying position here, or should we put them right back? We need to delay rather than fall back too far. So we'll bring them back. We'll try and get Devlin actually to slow these units from coming across the river. We could do with another brigade over here. We'll probably get some reinforcements actually after 15, hopefully. Let's continue. So we need Aquia to recover, which is kind of done. And then we need, yeah, this is getting a bit difficult here now. We could do with ammo and a fresh brigade, to be honest, for this area. Although the enemy is probably quite out of condition as well. Okay, so we've got our skirmishers round. Let's just pull. Let's pull them back. I don't want them to. We're going to get the Iron Brigade in there. It takes them a long time to get across the rivers. We need you need to come back. Yeah, just withdraw because you can see they don't withdraw when they're in cover. But we've got the Iron Brigade now into this cover in the town here, which is good. And that means we can just get our skirmishers just to get on the flanks a little bit. Maybe we'll put you in the trees. Just keep an eye on what's going on there across this ground. Get you across there. Oh, I mustn't forget our cavalry over here, which might be worth having another little go at these guns, just to turn them around. Aquia's gone right back there. We need to bring him forward because it means that Beatty's going to get targeted, so he does need to come forward. In fact, I'm going to just pull Beatty back, I think, a little bit. I don't want to lose him. I could get Aquia back into that defensive position. I think I'm going to try and do that, but at last we've got Wagner the wagon. Oh, but we've got Davis coming down here as well. This is a bit... Oh, no, this isn't good. Let's... Oh my god. Yeah, he's actually going up against... Okay, where's our cavalry? Our cavalry are engaging, which I don't want them to do. I just want them to... Come back. Okay, so... Oh, I clicked it too quickly. So the rebels are coming, basically. There's a big counterattack on the way, and we have a change of plans. So the rebels are attacking from all directions. Our main objective is to hold Cemetery Hill, which is this hill here, where we are going to withdraw when night falls. The high ground can keep us safe from the rest until the rest of our army arrives the next day. Okay, good. So we're not going to get any more reinforcements, but we have been told now we have to withdraw all our units back to Cemetery Hill and hold that position. Now, we've got 3 hours of in-game time to hold. That's a long time. So we're going to have to do kind of a defensive retreat, delay, and then hold the ridge. But we're going to do that at the beginning of the next episode. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.